Density. The mass and volume of any object can be measured and compared to obtain its density. Density is not something that can be just measured by itself. You have to measure the mass and then the volume to determine how dense a substance really is. And substances can be identified based off of its unique density compared to other substances. The main unit is grams per milliliters or grams per centimeters cubed, because 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cubed. The centimeter cubed is usually when volume is calculated length times width times height, for example, or when it's a cylinder and it can be pi r squared height, etc. That's usually where that kind of a unit will come from, and this will actually be volumetric, found from a graduated cylinder, etc. So let's put that into practice. Ken, a 195-pound patient, has a blood volume of 7.5 quarts. So given we have a 195-pound patient with a blood volume of 7.5 quart. And the density of blood is 1.06 grams per milliliter. What is the mass in grams of Ken's blood? So 1 grams. Okay, so I'm given quarts, grams per milliliter, pounds. I'm also known here this conversion factor of 1 quart is equal to 946 milliliters. Well, I want to end up with, so my plan, I want to end with grams. And I know that I have to use the 7.5 quarts. And my density has grams per milliliter in it. So this can give me grams. So I'm going to need to use that. However, the quart and the milliliters aren't the same, so I need to convert quart to milliliters, then use the density to then get grams. And then you just plug it in. So 7.5 quart times the conversion factor, 946 milliliters, over 1 quart. Multiply that by the density. Since you want to get rid of milliliters, you multiply 1.06 grams over 1 milliliter. And then all the units you don't want cancel, and your answer is 7,520.7. And I'm finished, because if you read the problem, Ken, a 195-pound patient, has a blood volume of 7.5 quarts. The density of blood is 1.06 grams per milliliter. What is the mass in grams? So you don't need to use the fact that he weighs as much, because we know his blood volume and the density to just get the mass that he needs in grams. So only thing that has to be checked is significant figures. We have 3 here, 2 here, and 3. So the answer has to be in 3. So that would be 7,500 grams, or 7.5 times 10 to the third grams, and both of those are acceptable.